Hey YouTube. All right, so this is part two on how to build a Cardano stake pool. Part one, we quickly built ourselves a virtual server using DigitalOcean. So if you don't already have yourself a server, for your production, you're going to need three servers. For this tutorial, I'm just going to build a relay server. We're going to use CoinCashew's tutorial. So if you want to quickly find that, just Google Coin Cashew Cardano and it will pop up right at the top. Excellent tutorial. So much good information in here. They have extra information in here, how to harden your Ubuntu server. We'll do a separate video on that. If you want to install Ubuntu like on a virtual machine at home, then there's a tutorial here for that. You can use a Mac OS, a MacBook, to log into your virtual server. Or if you're on PC, I recommend then using a VM workstation and installing Ubuntu Desktop. So we're going to be using obviously the terminal window. So you can just bring it up. And on Mac OS, you should find terminal. I think it's in applications. If it's not in applications, it's in utilities, one or the other. Okay, so let's get started. One main thing that we need to take note of is this guide hasn't been updated since 124.2. I think we're on 125.1 right now. Let's see here. Cardano Node release, something like that. I'll find it. Is it this one? With this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and bookmark this. Bookmark this address, and make sure you check it before you build a node, because we're on the latest, and 124.2 won't work anymore. So we're doing the Mary fork right now. So you need to have this latest version. So we can use this tutorial, but just when we get to the step where we're gonna install 124.2, we're going to change that to 125.1. Okay. Hopefully I don't forget that. Okay, so go ahead and log into your server. So if you didn't watch the first video, Cardano is the name of our SSH public key. And then we also went and made ourselves a super user named Cardano. And we also changed the default port number of SSH to 2288. Okay, so we have logged in. Go ahead, scroll down. And for most of this, we're just going to be hitting this little copy button, clicking right here, hit paste, hit enter, put in our password. And let the machine do its work. All right, do the next one. So that one is just getting the updates. This one's actually installing the updates. I've already done it, so that might take you a few more seconds. And you can just pause the video and let it finish. This step is just installing all the different programs that we need. And again, I've already done it, so it might take you a little bit longer than that. Okay, we need to install libsodium. Don't worry about these warning messages. Don't worry. Your program's not going to break. This is okay. This is just part of the install. These are warnings inside the code. This is on Charles, not on us. Taking a little bit longer than usual. The guys at IOHK, they've actually have their own version. They've altered the original libsodium. So that's what you see here, this checkout and this version number. So that's their own version, their own fork in the code. All right, so it's done. Now we want to install Cabal. All right. Okay, we're going to install GHC. So most of these steps are pretty quick. It's only the node that takes about 30 to 60 minutes or so. I'll pause the video at that point and come back when it's done, but we'll keep it running during these quick installs. They don't take too long. Okay. This looks like we just got to update the local path. Okay, and then just doing a quick update of Cabal, make sure everything is up to date, and then we're going to see the version of Cabal and the version of GHC. We want to make sure that the versions are 3.2 for Cabal, and for GHC 8.10.2. So 8.10.2, yes, and Cabal is 3.2. So give it a second, it's not quite done. Not sure what is its problem. That shouldn't take very long. Okay, there it goes. I just hit the enter key. Okay. Now we're going to build the source code. So come down here, copy this. Don't press the enter key, just paste it. And it won't execute that last line, and then we'll just edit that last line. Okay. So come back and edit the last line to 25.1. Hopefully everyone did that right. All right, now hit enter. Okay. All right. Put in the next one. I always scroll it so I kind of remember where I'm at. And lots of times I'll actually copy the next one. So like I said before, for this tutorial, I'm just doing one relay node, going to get it synced up, just so you kind of get a taste for building a node. And then in the next tutorial, I'll do 2 relay nodes and a production node. And then I guess in a final video, we'll take it live. I already have 2 live servers, so I don't know if I need a third one, but we'll do it. We'll do it anyways. All right, finally, it got stuck there. It seemed for a while. Okay, so where are we? We're on this step right here. Go ahead, put that in. All right, and this is the last step. This step takes 30 to 60 minutes, so I'm definitely going to stop and pause the video. So go ahead and do that, and go fire up a YouTube video or something, and I'll be back in 30 minutes. Well, all right, so we are back, and it has finally ended. So make sure you don't forget where you left off. We left off right here, Cabal build Cardano CLL, Cardano node. So we just built the two main parts of the Cardano node. So click on there and hit paste. Okay, we've been away for a while. It wants us to put in our password. All right, no worries. Okay, and do the next one. All right. And they want us to check the version. So we're looking for version 125.1. All right, so 125.1. So we did the right one. All right, so let's move on to configure the nodes. So go ahead, click here, go there. All right, so it's it's going to grab the 4 main JSON files. Okay. Takes just a second, doesn't take very long. JSON files are like XML files, so they're just config files. All right, we're done that. So click on that, hit paste, and the next one. All right, so for this tutorial, we are just going to do a relay node. So we'll skip over this block producer node. A relay node and a block producer, they're pretty much the same thing. They just need to be configured a little bit different, but they both have the, up until now, every single step that we've done, you do for a relay node and a block producer node. Nothing is different until you get to this, start getting into these steps. So we'll skip this for now. We can do that in our next tutorial. Okay, so for the relay node, just click here. So it wants to know what our block producer's IP is, but we didn't actually make one. So hit enter, and then do sudo nano, nano, should be mainnet topology .json. I know it says, yeah, it's mainnet. All right, let's have a look. Did I do that right? Okay. So if you did make a block producer already, you can go ahead and put it in there. So you just go down here and keep those quotes. So if you, for an IP, you need those quotes. So here, I'm just going to backspace over this. So just to show you what it would look like if you actually do have a block producer. So you would put in your block producer, say 144.55.55.55. So it should look like that if you have it. Now, the port numbers can confuse you. I know it confused me because I kind of came to the game a little bit late. Everyone else was setting up nodes last summer, the summer of 2020. I set up I didn't, get to Cardano until November 2020. So I would see that people had port 3001s and there was port 6000s, and I was just like, and so don't worry about the port numbers. For you, when you're setting up your nodes, just leave, just follow these instructions, copy paste them, leave all your ports at 6000. You don't have to make your relays 3001. This is the main relay. This is the IOHK relay. This is the one that we sync up to in the beginning. It's 3001. That's fine. It's just that's the port you're accessing on their server. But for your ports, the ports that other people are accessing on your server, just keep it at 6000. It's all good. Okay. So I don't have this, so I would have to add this later. So I'm just going to come down. I'm just going to delete this out. JSONs don't really like comments, so I think it's just easier for us to delete this out. We don't need it because we're just doing a relay node. We're just going to sync up. A relay node works fine. Okay, so Control X or Command X on a Mac and hit Y for save and hit enter. Okay, that step is done. So the configure the AirGap machine. This is another step that kind of confused me. This step here where you're supposed to get a copy of the Cardano CLI binaries to your cold environment. I was a little confused how to exactly do that, so I will actually make a video just on that and show you how to set up an air-gapped offline machine. Easiest way to do it is just with a virtual machine, and just make sure your virtual machine has all the internet disconnected, and you're transferring files with a USB. And you'll be accessing your server using FTP, secure FTP. So you'll download your files from your server to your laptop or whichever one you're working. Then you'll put it onto a USB. Then you'll take that USB to your air-gapped offline machine. So a machine that has Ubuntu, preferably. Yes, you definitely should be Ubuntu. And is not connected to the internet, has never been connected to the internet, and hopefully is a fresh install too. So you're, again, security. And that machine is where you'll do your transactions. Okay, but we'll do a separate tutorial on that, so we can skip over that now. So for startup scripts, just go ahead and hit copy. And make sure you're on the Relay Node tab. We're just doing a Relay Node. All right, hit enter. And go ahead and hit this one. And hit enter. Okay, go ahead and hit this one. Nothing, you don't need to change any of this stuff. All right, good. All right, so this is making it so it's a service. So when it starts up, when your computer boots up, your server boots up, it will auto start the service, which is good to have. And actually, this is the step that does that, but whatever. Close enough. Okay, and so these lines here, they're just showing you like how you can check the status of your Cardano node, how to restart it, how to stop it, how to look at the logs. Here is the official way to start your Cardano node. So go ahead and start it. Now we need to install GLive. So click here. Sometimes you have to do this step twice. Doesn't always work. If you get error messages on this step, you got to redo this step. So we'll just see what happens. I consistently seem to get error messages. Okay, I didn't get error messages as that time, but if you do get an error message here, just redo this step, copy, and just until it works, and then then move on. But I didn't get an error message that time, so that's a first. All right, and press any key to proceed, and boom. So if everything is done right, you should see it saying syncing right here. You'll be on epoch 1, or I'm already on epoch 2. We're currently, I think, epoch like 248 or 249. So you're just going to have to leave this, and it could take, I don't know, I'm guessing 6 hours. The last time I did it right as I went to bed, and literally I woke up I think 8 hours later and it was just finishing. So 8 hours is probably my best guess. But that's it. You have completed your first Cardano node. So I think it's good practice. You don't need to go any further from here. I'll do another tutorial. We'll go deeper into this, but I think it's good practice to get this synced up. And then the first, what I did is I went back to test my YouTube, my DigitalOcean, and I just destroyed it and I built it again. And I built it again, and I built it again. And I think it's good practice to just get kind of that muscle memory, really understand, taking your time. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Looking for a pool to stake to. We have ours. It's brand new. So the Learn Stake Pool. We would love to have people delegate to us. We're pretty brand new. I put 50,000 ADA on there. So, yeah, we'd love to have you. So if you're looking for a pool, it's called Learn, and you can delegate through directly from the wallet. And if you don't understand how that concept works, you're not sending your ADA to anyone. The delegating is essentially your staking, and which is one of the awesome things about Cardano is everyone can stake. You know, you get your Cardano, you buy some Cardano, you move it from an exchange to your wallet, and once it's in your wallet, you know, you own the private keys. So you say you have the Yoroi wallet or the ADA Lite wallet, and from that wallet, one of the options it gives you is to delegate. And so you're just delegating your vote. You're giving your vote to a pool, and the more votes and delegations a pool has, the more blocks it will mine. And then you get a share of the blocks, if that makes sense. So never send your money to an address. Never. You're not sending money to a person. That's not how you delegate. Delegate, it's just a tab in the wallet, and I'll make a separate video for that also. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.